Hey there, I'm Ray Dowbenko, independent crop consultant, agronomist, and I work in the area of soil fertility and crop nutrition. So if we are looking at a season-long sulfur source, such as elemental sulfur, that we've applied the previous fall or under proper management perhaps in the spring, and we'll touch on that in a future video, the idea is that you make that application and you're aware that the sulfur is becoming available throughout the season. So you have elemental form of sulfur oxidizing through microbial activity to sulfate, which is taken up by the plant, and that continues throughout the season. So you're not at risk of leaching losses from a sulfate, from an ammonium sulfate source, so to speak, and you're not necessarily at the mercy of mineralization, breakdown of soil organic matter. So the importance of an elemental product would be giving you the benefit of season-long sulfur availability for your canola crop. If we're thinking about product differentiation between something like an elemental sulfur and an ammonium sulfate source, seed safety definitely comes into play if we're looking at ammonium sulfate. It has a salt index that's relatively high. It's going to give off some free ammonia, so there's potential at excessive rates to damage the canola seed. So if you look at your provincial guidelines, there will be tables and recommendations for what is safely allowed with canola seed based on your row spacing and your row width. Elemental sulfur doesn't have the same toxicity problem in proximity to the seed row, but it's more of a rarity for us to put a fully 100% elemental sulfur package with the seed. And that relates to the oxidation of the elemental sulfur being somewhat penalized if it's put directly in the seed row. So again, you have different sulfur products out there. I think the important thing to recognize is sulfur is a fairly critical nutrient in your canola fertility package. It's required season long. You do have different options for different products, but you have to understand the proper management for all those products. Thanks for your time and take care.